Hi, this is Terry from the Builderall team, and in this training video we're going to talk about publishing and connecting a domain. Well, we've finished building the page for our fruit shop website. In this video we're going to publish the fruit shop website so we can see it live. We're going to learn how to buy and connect a domain. We'll also learn how to set up name servers and activate the SSL. We'll learn how to set up our emails for the fruit shop website and how to copy or transfer a website. We'll learn how we can use filters and categories to organize our websites as we build more and more websites over time. We've got plenty to cover, so let's get started. So here we are in our My Sites list, and we'll come here to the fruit shop website. We see our fruit shop website. If you come down here and you see this publish icon, it's when you hover over it, it's like a little blue globe. If we activate that, it gives us an alert that says publish, and we click OK. It says it's changed it successfully, and now our globe is green. That means it is live now, and we can actually go see that live on the internet. To do that, we can either click on this link, which will open that link or browse into another browser window, or you can right-click and copy this link address and send it to someone, perhaps a client or somebody you want to see it before you actually connect a domain name to it. We don't have a domain name connected to this yet, but it is live, and we can click on that. And here we are live on the site. It's asking us, do we want to translate this page? We'll click out of that. And you can see our website is live and looking beautiful. So we'll go back to our My Sites list because there are a few more things I want to show you there. So here we are back in the My Sites list at the fruit shop website card. And you can see our fruit shop name here. It's turned blue. That means that that link is live, and we can just click on it and go to that website, or we can right-click on it and copy the link address. And that way, if we want to send it in an email or share it with somebody to take a look at it, or send it to a client to preview it, you can send them the live link and they can see the website. Now, we don't have a domain name connected to this yet, but there are a few things that I'd like to mention to you. You can change your name and rename the site here. To connect a domain to the fruit shop website, we come over here to these three dots, click on that, and it opens up a menu where you can connect a domain, you can rename it, you can make it a public layout, which means if it's a public layout, once you make it a public layout, you can send it to another Builderall user and they can open it up in their editor. And then here, of course, you have the delete button. When you delete it, it's gone. To connect the domain, you're going to choose Connect Domain, and it will bring up a card, and it's asking us to use a custom domain name. Now, if you don't have a domain name already, you can buy your domain through Builderall right here, and it'll take you right through the purchase process, and it'll be automatically connected to the name servers with this site. If you do have a domain name, or if you're buying this domain name, I just want to cover some of the things on these choices here for you. The next question is, where do you want your website published? And if you open up this drop-down menu, you have all kinds of choices: North America, Europe, South America, Asia, all the way down through the list. And at the bottom here is CDN, all regions. Let me explain what that means for you. If you publish your domain to a North American server, your files are going to be stored on that server and served up to the rest of the world from that North American server. So if you're in Australia, it's probably going to take a little longer for it to get there. If you choose the CDN, all regions, what it does, it publishes your website through all of the Builderall servers throughout the world. And that way, when somebody is searching for your website or downloading something, they're not having to go as far, and it's quick. I would choose CDN, actually. But that's entirely up to you. So once you put your domain name in there, you would save it. That brings up the instructions for connecting this website to the name servers. Now, if you bought your domain name through Builderall, this will already be done for you. But if you purchased your domain name somewhere else, like GoDaddy, HostGator, pay close attention to this information, because what you're going to have to do is go to that account and change the name servers to point to this website. The instructions are all here, but what you're going to do when this card comes up, you'll see here these numbers where it says go to the settings to change the name servers, and change the name servers to, in this case, they may be different on your account. In this case, they're ns1.l4dns.com and ns2.l4dns.com. You'll have two sets of numbers, and you'll go to wherever you have your account set up for that domain name and insert these numbers in the account to change the instructions for anybody looking for this domain name. It's going to point them here to the website that we're built and are now connecting the domain name to it. One thing you will want to remember, you'll want to wait about an hour for DNS propagation. It can take up to 48 hours in some cases. If it's located outside the Builderall system, it's going to take a little longer anyway. So just be aware of that. You just hit the green button, and then it's just a matter of time. Here on this icon, that's your duplicate button. You can make a copy of that website just by clicking on it, and it'll be an exact copy, only it'll say -copy, so you can distinguish them. It's really a good idea to make copies of your websites for lots of reasons. It's nice to have a backup in case something happens. You can go to it. It's also nice to have a copy of any work you do for other people. Even if you transfer the website or no longer are working actively in the website, you can also make copies and save different versions that way. So that's your duplicate button. Now here is the transfer button. Remember that if you transfer the website to another user, it's not going to leave a copy on your desktop. It's going to completely remove the website from your desktop and transfer it to the new user. So if you're going to transfer a website, it's a good idea to duplicate it first. I also want to mention a few of these buttons up here. Here's a button where you can change the subdomain. And I do have a subdomain attached to this website. I have a subdomain for reboot.tuneintoself.com. So I can go into this website and change that subdomain. Right next to it is a button that clears all the filters. You can use filters to sort through your sites And these filters include categories, whether or not the sites are published or not published, or with domains or without domains. You can also search by the date of creation or the name. And of course, you can always put your website name in this search bar up here and it'll narrow the search down. This becomes really important when you have a lot of websites. So these filters can really help as you build a dashboard full of websites and funnels. Over here on categories, you can create categories. Right now, I only have 2 categories, one for clients and one for my personal sites. But you can create a category very easily. I could create in here, and I think I will make a new category for training. Save it. So now I have a new category. Let's go back to our fruit shop website. We'll just type in the first couple letters and it brings it right up for me. So hopefully that gives you an idea of what these buttons are for and functions are for. Just remember that until you connect a domain name to your website, you're not going to be able to activate the emails or activate the SSL. Using these filters can really save you a lot of time as you're searching through an ever-expanding list of websites and web pages that you've built. In this training video, we've published the Fruit Shop website and been able to see it live on the internet. We've learned how we can buy a domain name directly from Builderall, and we've learned how we can connect a domain that we already own. We learned how to set up the name servers and activate the SSL, very important for security reasons. And once that was done, we learned how we could set up emails specifically for the Fruit Shop domain name. We also learned how we can copy or transfer our websites, share them with others, and finally we learned all about using filters and categories to make it easier to manage our websites as we build more and more pages and funnels over time. I hope you learned a lot, and I'll see you in the next video.